Well, hello, this is Gringo in the Kitchen. Tonight we're going to be stuffing mushrooms. And for this, we're going to need, of course, the mushrooms. We've got some onions. I got some white onions. A couple different types of cheese. We've got mozzarella, and this is a little bit sharper cheese. I've got the dill. Got chives. Just a little bit of butter. Gonna have some olive oil, a hard-boiled egg, some mayonnaise, and then we'll be needing some toothpicks. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, you got to get your mushrooms ready. So I've got 5 of them already taken care of. But what you do is you're going to take the core out, and that part there. You just put it here on a cutting board. You got a little spoon here that I use to round it out. You just want to give it a little bit of depth so you have a place to put your stuff inside of it. Okay, just like that. All right. So the mushrooms are ready. You can see they all got a little bit of an area in there. All right, so now on the cores of the mushrooms, the areas you're going to cut up, you can cut them up by hand like so, or for me, I'm going to put them in this here food processor and let it do the work. So you just drop them in there. Okay. Run it for a couple seconds. All right. Good. See that? All right. I'm going to take that out and I'm going to put that in a little bowl here. Okay, so that's the rest of my mushrooms. All right. Okay, so now let's work on the cheese. You're going to grate your cheese. So just basically use a small part of your grater. Work that through there. See that? Press it on down in there. Got a little bit left, but see that? So we've got some good cheese there. And you use sort of a strong cheese for this. You know, the mozzarella is too soft. So we're just going to move that into a bowl. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do is take care of the egg. All right, now I've got this hard-boiled egg. I want to do the same thing as what I did with the cheese. And just grate it here. You can see it coming through. Just try to turn it as you're doing it, otherwise it tends to want to fall apart on you. And it's getting to the yolk, so you're getting that. Okay, and you might want to put these in the fridge if you're going to do it, maybe a little bit so they get a little bit harder. Because if they're soft like this, you see how it's falling apart there, and you just got to take and work all this stuff through. Just keep on working it till you get down. Then you're going to have to rerun some of this stuff. Make sure you get it through. There you go. Just keep on working it till you get it all through the grater. There. And if you got a little left over, that's fine. So there you go. There's your egg. Okay. We just put the egg in a bowl. Okay. Okay, so we're almost there now. We're getting stuff prepared here. This is what you're going to pack the inside of your mushrooms with. So we've got cheese, we got egg, then we also got the remainder of the mushrooms, what we had left over when we took the stem out. Now, there's just one more little thing. Oh, and then, you know, we're going to be mixing a little bit of onion with that. Now, one thing about onion is they have a lot of water in them. So you got to make sure you see the water in there. We got to make sure we can either strain that off or we can boil it off. Now we're going to get some of the cooking started here. You take a little bit of your olive oil, put it in your pan, let it warm up just a little bit. You'll add your butter. Let that melt down. Go. Okay, and then I got about, it's a smaller onion, about a half of a small onion. There we go. And I got the heat turned up a little bit here. I just want to get the water boiled out of this as soon as I can. And you don't really want to add anything else until this here onion's sort of caramelized. Okay, you can see that we got the onions are brown, a little bit caramelized, look pretty nice now. Let's go ahead and put our mushroom stems in. Mix them up a little bit. And turn the heat down just a bit. Just want to get them all mixed around. Alright, let's get the egg. Okay, turn it down just a little bit, yeah. Now, we're going to get some cheese in the business. That's what's going to hold everything together. And in the meantime, while that's melting down, we're going to add the little green onions. Chives, I guess they call it. Alright, so you got to keep mixing it. You don't want it to get stuck. Alright. Turn it down just a little bit more. And then in the meantime, I'm going to put a little bit of salt. I want to get a little salt on there too. Okay, so it's almost ready to go. Okay, now it's time to stuff the mushrooms. So you use 2 teaspoons here. I'm going to put a little bit in each and then come back to finish them out. So I want to shove it right down inside there. Okay. Oops, I get a little bit too much here. Just work it down inside there. Runs off the side, and you can just keep on packing it in there. There you go. If you got any that spills over, just take it back. And then we're going to put this in the oven 400 degrees for about 12 minutes. You're going to get them browned up a little bit, and then they're ready to eat. I'll do a little bit of decoration on top of them, and I'll show you how to do that while we're waiting for it to get done in the oven. There's a couple things I want to show you how to do. I'll have to clean up here in just a little bit. Okay. You want to make sure you keep it around the top of the mushroom. Otherwise, if it gets down into the pan, it'll make a little bit of a mess for you and it'll burn. So we want to make sure it all stays up on top, okay? Finish up the last one here. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take a clean spoon and I'm just going to clean up here a little bit. Just so we don't have that residue in there to make a little bit of a mess for you. We'll get that out of here and we're going to stick it in the oven. Okay, while the mushrooms are in the oven, there's a couple things I want to do here. You can see right here where I've got some of the stars already cut out. That'll be going into the top of the mushroom. I'm just going to show you here. We got a little cutter. The sharp edge is here, and this is the edge that you push on. So you get your hand right over the top because the pepper is really, really hard to go through. And then what you do is you slide the pepper through. So make sure the cut is clean. And there you go. You got a pepper, you got the star. Okay? And then you do the same thing with the cheese. I'm going to wash this off a little bit so we don't get the red that comes over into the cheese. You just cut a piece right here. The cheese is pretty easy. And this is a mozzarella. The mozzarella cheese, okay? Just bring that out the bottom slowly so you don't break it. There you go. And whatever's left over, you can always eat that. Okay, there we go. We clean that up. Okay, so now you take your toothpick and just simply force it up into the inside there. Okay, there we go. Once again, just take it right up through the star. Right there. I think I need to put a toothpick in one more of these. A couple more, actually. Okay. There we go. And one more in my red star, my pepper. Just find a thick end to put it into, and there you go. Okay, the mushrooms have come out of the oven, and now it's time to take the final step here. Going to use a little bit of mayonnaise and just put a little bit on the top here, okay? Just a little bit on each one. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit of this this here, and it's going to give it the Christmas look, and that's what we wanted the mayonnaise for, so it sort of holds that in place. Put a little bit on each one, like so. Okay, and just push it down a little bit so it secures it. There we go. You can always come back and add more. Just want to get some on each one of them. Okay. Sort of looks like the pine needles, doesn't it? Okay. There we go. Oh, I want to put the stem in there. Almost got too long here. Okay. Okay. We just need to put a little bit more on the side over here in this one. Maybe a little bit more over here. All right. Whoop. Come on. All right. So now we're going to take our cheese. We take those and we put them right inside here. Then maybe I'll put a red one over here, like that. Put a white one here. Another white one over here. And there we go. There we go. We finish it up. And there you got some beautiful, beautiful finger food. Okay folks, we got a beautiful dish here. We got stuffed mushrooms, and ingredients are very simple. Most of you will have those in your home. If you haven't subscribed, liked, or shared, please do so. Also ring that bell. Ring that bell twice, and that'll let you know when we have new videos coming out. I want to say thank you for watching us tonight. Have a wonderful day.